There's even more controversy in Madison today as the legislature also takes up a bill at the last minute that would overhaul many of the state's alcohol laws.
CBS 58's AJ Byatt is live at the state capitol tracking a bill opponents say will be the end of the wedding barn industry. AJ.
Mike and Amanda, good afternoon. Much like the Brewers Stadium renovations bill, this legislation passes with bipartisan support. The Senate this afternoon passed it by a vote of 21-11. However, the process also led to bipartisan scorn. Specifically, the process. Lawmakers just found out yesterday they would be voting on this today. While the bill has widespread support, one provision has wedding operators concerned this will crush them.
This is just shutting people down, taking away options.
Senator Mark Spreitzer, a Beloit Democrat, blasts a provision in a broad bill relating to alcohol. It requires the owners of event venues where alcohol will be served to either get a liquor license or limit themselves to 6 events per year.
Taking an industry that was so successful because our constituents want it and shutting it down because the Tavern League felt threatened. That is shameful. The vote is no.
The bill creates a new division of alcohol regulation. We reported on the bill when it was first introduced in June. It gives breweries the ability to mass produce mixed drinks, wineries could extend their hours, and bars can stay open later during the Republican National Convention. But wedding barn operators say new regulations risk putting them out of business even if they were willing to get a license.
I have to have a 3-kitchen sink. I have to have plumbing out there. I have to have all these things that my barn isn't set for.
Legislative leaders slid the language of this bill into a different bill, then added it to the calendar Monday.
Take a bill that you can't pass out of committee, you don't want it amended, and stick it in another bill. My constituents, when they refer to that happening in Washington, call that dirty, stinking, rotten politics.
This gets added to the calendar at the last minute possible. Why is that good?
Well, I think, first off, this is legislation that's been out there for several months now, and there has been a lot of back and forth discussions with the stakeholders.
Senator Patrick Teston, one of the bill's authors, says he believes wedding barns will remain popular and operators can afford to comply with the new rules.
I don't see that going away. All this simply does is create a level playing field for these operators, and sure, they're going to have to change their business model somewhat, but I still think they're going to be profitable.
As for the wedding barns that choose to operate 6 times a year without a license, they would be limited to just beer and wine, and guests would have to bring those drinks themselves. Back in June, Governor Evers' office told us that they were working on some technical changes and ensuring more resources to implement the bill. We reached out to the governor's office today after the Senate passed it. We are still waiting to hear back. Reporting live this afternoon at the state capitol in Madison, AJ Byatt, CBS 58.